Dear learners, welcome to this presentation on classification of dosage forms. After watching this video, the learners will be able to define drug, dosage form, understand the importance of dosage forms, and classify different dosage forms. Now let us see what is a drug. A drug may be defined as an agent intended for use in the diagnosis, mitigation, treatment, cure, or prevention of disease in man or in other animals. Every dosage form is a combination of the drug and different kinds of non-drug components called additives. Now let us see the importance of dosage forms. The first importance of dosage form is to protect the drug substance from oxidation, hydrolysis and reduction. For example, coated tablets and sealed ampoules. Next importance is for safe and convenient delivery of accurate dosage. Next importance of dosage form is the optimum drug action can be provided through inhalation. For example, inhalation of aerosols and inhalants. Next importance is to provide maximum drug action from topical administration sites. For example, creams, ointments, ophthalmic preparations, and ear, nose, and throat preparations. Next importance of dosage form is to conceal the bitter, salty, or obnoxious taste or odor of a drug substance. For example, capsules, coated tablets, and flavored syrups. Next importance of dosage form is to provide liquid dosage form of the drugs soluble in a suitable vehicle. For example, solutions. Next importance is to provide sustained release action through controlled released mechanism. For example, sustained released tablets and capsules and suspensions. And the last importance of dosage form is to provide for the insertion of the drug into one of the body cavities. For example, vaginal or rectal suppositories. Now let's see the different classes of dosage forms. The dosage form is classified into three classes. First, solid dosage form. Second, liquid dosage form. And third, semi-solid dosage form. Let's see one by one each of this class. First, solid dosage forms. The solid dosage forms is classified into two classes, unit dosage forms and bulk dosage forms. The unit dosage form, as the name indicates, the doses are given in unit, that is in numbers. For example, tablets, capsules, powders and pills. Whereas in bulk solid dosage forms, the dosage is given in bulk. This bulk solid dosage form is further classified into two classes, that is internal and external. In internal, it is further divided into two classes, fine powders and granules and effervescent granules. Whereas the external bulk solid dosage form, the examples are dusting powders, insufflation, dentifrices, snuffs, and ear powders. Now let's see the next class, that is liquid dosage forms. The liquid dosage forms are further classified into two classes, that is monophasic liquid dosage form and biphasic liquid dosage form. As the name indicates, the monophasic liquid dosage form refers to liquid preparation in which there is only one phase. It is further classified into two classes, that is internal and external. Monophasic liquid dosage form meant for external use. The examples are mixtures, syrups, elixirs and linctus, whereas monophasic liquid dosage form meant for external use. The examples are liniments, lotions, mouthwashes, gargles, throat paints, sprays, eye drops, nasal drops and eye lotions. Now, the biphasic liquid dosage form refers to liquid preparation in which there are two phases, and examples of these biphasic liquid dosage forms are emulsions and suspensions. Now let's see the last classification of dosage form, that is semi-solid dosage form. The semi-solid dosage form is further classified into two classes. Semi-solid dosage form meant for internal use and semi-solid dosage form meant for external use. In internal, the examples are suppositories and pessaries, whereas in external semi-solid dosage form, the examples are ointments, paste, creams and cherries. Thank you for your patience listening. Keep learning.